Hello again and welcome to the scaffolding of 67 Arran Street East at the back of 80 Norman Quay Upper. You can see we've made good progress on the cleaning of the brick over the past week, which we'll show you in a minute. And we've also had a site visit from the Conservation Office in Dublin City Council, who are overseeing the works, number one, as part of our grant of planning permission, and secondly, as administrators of the Historic Structures Fund, which is issued under the Department of Housing, Local Government and Heritage. And that's really substantially funding these works. Frankly, it wouldn't be happening were it not for that allocation to this project, so we're particularly grateful for it. So let me show you some of the works that we've been undertaking over the past week. And here is the achievement of the past week, the very successful removal of the layers of paint that were covering over the original 1760s brickwork. And just look at the glowing red-orange colour of that brick. Of course, you'll remember the challenge first, number one, was to hack off the pebble dash which had been applied in 1965. That revealed in turn that the brick had been painted maybe 20 years before that, and so the second problem was to remove those layers of paint. And so a paint stripper was used. It's not a poultice, it looks to all intents and purposes like wallpaper paste. It's fairly gloopy, thick consistency, and it's pasted on with a large brush. There's a fairly short dwell time. Of course, you want to use as little chemical as possible, and it's a much milder stripper than the likes of nitromors, for example. So it was then rinsed off using high temperature steam, and you can see for the most part a single application has been successful in removing those layers of paint. So we're delighted with the finish that has been revealed. And really interestingly, up here on the top lift, you can see we've exposed part of the evolution of the building with the paint removal, which is the fact that the parapet was replaced, we think probably in 1912, when the Douglas Hotel moved into the building. And you can see quite literally the 1760s brickwork is left trapped between the replacement flat arches and the parapet that were renewed at that time. Of course, so often Dublin parapets were renewed due to weathering over time, that the original brick eroded, and in this case it was replaced with an Edwardian machine-made brick, which is a finer brick, and it's good as long as it retains its face. But in this case, a lot of the face is gone, so we're going to have to undertake mortar repair. But there's an advantage to that in that we'll be able to use the same stopping mortar for the brickwork below on this brick and match it in much more neatly into the original Georgian brickwork. And you can see the parapet stones, which are hefty beasts. As you can see, the comparison with my hand there, have been very neatly cleaned up. Needless to say, these mounds of cement will be hacked out and they'll be replaced with nice slivers of lime as part of the repointing of the parapet. And the paint removal process has also revealed different qualities of granite in the sills here on the lower floors. That's a particularly good one. The middle one here, however, is going to need a little more consolidation and some indent repairs, as you can see. And there's also a much rustier tone as well, so it probably came from a different bed in the same quarry. And the third sill here, thankfully, is in great nick. You can also see there's very good drainage on them, the slope on the sills, which is important, of course, for keeping water away from the timber sash boxes. So that's our lot for now. Check in with us again very soon.